Fact is, the shootout did take place with around 100 shots fired and no one was injured. There is a pretty feasible story 5 days later in the Yas Courier, dated Saturday, February 11, 1865. One of the bushrangers galloped alongside the brake, shouted, "Look out!" immediately fired a blank shot, and then passed on. The other two bushrangers were then distant about 100 yards and also commenced firing. They at once returned fire. That sounds feasible. The journalist hesitates to say what he doesn't know, but he proves his knowledge because he details the stolen racehorses the gang is riding. So he's got information and he's delivering what he does exactly know. The story continued. 84 years later, in the Smith's Weekly magazine, then Ben got a shock as Percy Faithfull fired a warning shot at him from the careering drag with the Kerr rifle. Gilbert and Dunn immediately galloped into the fray, firing their revolvers. They rode flash, with the reins tied to their knees, leaving their hands free for holding two revolvers. A bit reminiscent of John Wayne in True Grit. Seems the more time passes, the better the story got. 10 years later, 1875, the Faithfulls apply for a bravery medal based on their story, which was reviewed and accepted. Having faced those notorious bushrangers, I find it hard to believe that no one was injured, considering the amount of shots that were fired, especially if you consider George's account, where looking down the barrel of Hall's revolver, he could see up the barrel. Instead, he strikes at Hall with his buggy whip. It's like taking a knife to a gunfight. Why didn't Hall fire? Why didn't George use the pocket Colt that he had? There's so many unanswered questions, but under stress, different things can happen. You just don't know how things are going to evolve in a stress situation. But that was George's account. Sticking to the facts, a shootout did exist with around 100 shots fired. The boys made it home alive. All ended well.